greatest calamity in human history, the Second World War, begins on September 1st, 1939. And as we learned last week, from 1939 into 1942, it is a period of almost unbroken Axis advances. In Europe, the Greater German Empire, Großdeutschreich, is established by Hitler, and it explodes out of its borders just as France did under Napoleon. Germany not only includes Austria, it includes parts of Slovenia, it includes Poland, it includes Alsace-Lorraine and Luxembourg, but that's just it includes Bohemia, Moravia, in other words, Czechoslovakia, Austria, but that's just the formal German country. Occupied Europe includes everything from the Franco-Spanish border at the Bay of Biscay all the way deep into Russia to ultimately what will be the Volga River at Stalingrad. It includes its ally Italy and the Italian possessions. It includes Vichy France, which is a puppet state ruled by Marshal Pétain and Pierre Laval in Hitler's name. It includes French and Italian North Africa. It includes the Balkans, the puppet states of Admiral Horthy's Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria. Does not include Turkey. Turkey is neutral. Does not include Spain or Portugal. They are neutral. Does not include Finland. It is neutral but friendly to Germany because the Soviets, remember, invaded them. And they will take some part in the war, but they are not a German stooge. They are ruled by Marshal Mannerheim for Finnish interests. Does not include Sweden, but it does include Norway and Denmark, and obviously does not include the British Isles except for the Channel Islands here west of Normandy. So from 1935 into 1942, Germany basically rules Europe from the Spanish border deep into Central European Russia and down to Turkey. In Asia, the Japanese Empire has expanded from the home islands, the Ryukyus, Korea and Taiwan, what they call Formosa, and Manchuria and Jehol, what they call Manchukuo, to include vast regions of China, the American Philippines, the Dutch East Indies, Southeast Asia, including French Indochina, Siam, what we now call Thailand, British Burma, what the military junta calls Myanmar, but I refuse to, and up to and including parts of the Burmese-Indian border, which is all part of British India. They've also expanded their hold from their holdings in the Carolines and Marianas Islands to include American Guam, eastward from the volcano islands like Iwo Jima and Chichijima to American Wake Island. The Marshalls and the Gilberts are also Japanese. And the Japanese obviously began the war by raiding Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. So the Japanese basically rule from the Burmese-Indian border all the way to waters around Midway and Hawaii, and from the Russian border down to Australia. They do not rule Australia, they do not invade Australia, but they look like they are, and they certainly bombed the city of Darwin several times. 1942 is going to be the critical year, the year of decision. Of course, the people living through it don't know that yet. But what we're going to do this week is we're going to start by talking about the key turning point battles. The Battle of the Atlantic, which is the longest battle of World War II, starting on the first day of the war with the sinking of the British liner Athenia, to the last day of the war in Europe in May of 45. The Battle of El Alamein, battles of El Alamein between the British and Germans in North Africa. The Battle of Stalingrad on the Volga River between the Soviets and the Germans, the Battle of Midway between the Americans and Japanese, and the Battle of Guadalcanal down here in the Solomon Islands between the Americans and Japanese also. So that is what we have coming up